Let's see, we're continuing today, Meretz Hashem, in Siman Vav, and we find ourselves in Siman Vav, Halacha Tes. Let's say a person is davening, and they're in a part of davening where they are not permitted to interrupt. Lo yomar baruch hu v'ruch shemo. One is not permitted to answer Baruch Hu V'ruch Shemo if one is in a part of davening where one is not permitted to interrupt. V'chein, similarly, im hu shomei bracha shegam hu tzarich latzeis bebracha zu shetei nechshavas lo kila mara ba'atzma. It's actually another interesting idea. If a person is listening to a bracha and he is relying on the concept that we call shomea ke'oneh. So shomea ke'oneh means that you could listen to a bracha, recite amen to that bracha, and it's as if you recited that bracha. And of course, we employ this concept all of the time, right? We do this ultimately, again, let's say with Birchos HaMitzvah, right? By Megillah, the Baal Koreh says, right? So Baal Koreh says bracha on the Megillah, we answer Amen. Shofar, we're Yotzei with Shofar. Kiddush, we're often Yotzei. So any time that you're being Yotzei, that you are discharging your obligation with someone else's recitation of a bracha, he says, Kigon, Birchas HaShofar, Birchos Megillah. Here are the examples, like the bracha on the Shofar, bracha on the Megillah, Lo Yomar Baruch Hu V'ruch Shemo. One should not answer Baruch Hu V'ruch Shemo in that situation. Why? Mishum shezeu hefsek be'emtza brachos. Because this is considered to be an interruption. So this is really quite interesting. The whole way that Shomea Ka'ona works is, Shomea literally means listening is like answering, or listening is like reciting. So in other words, I could be Yotzei with someone else's bracha. I could be Yotzei with someone else's recitation, but that only works provided that you have specific intent and no hesech hadas, and no lapse of awareness. No lapse of awareness. So therefore, again, what the Kitzur is introducing us to is, therefore, if you're listening to a bracha with which you are trying to be yotzei, with which you are trying to discharge your obligation, you cannot answer Baruch Hu U'Baruch Shemo, for that is deemed a hefsek. Interesting. That is deemed an interruption. Now, I will say the one part that he doesn't cover over here is le'inyan amnias amein im or b'makom she'en rashay lahafsek yibar mi'eretz Hashem lekamam komo. So we'll see in Siman Yudalid the halachos concerning amein. So remember again, this halacha is very much focused on Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo and highlighting the idea that halacha l'maisa, if a person is in a part of davening where they can't interrupt, you can't answer Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo. You're being yotzei with someone else's bracha, you cannot answer Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo. Now, of course, when you're being yotzei with someone else's bracha, you're obligated to answer Amen. Now, what to do in a situation where you are here a bracha and you want to answer Amen, but you're in a part of davening in which you can't be mafsik, you can't interrupt, in Meretz Hashem, that halacha we'll see later on. Okay, Shkayach, we'll stop over here for today. Shkayach, wishing everyone a wonderful day.